the Fort Worth Stockyards is the beautiful Hotel Drover. Tiffany, thank you so much for welcoming us to this beautiful property.
It's my pleasure.
First of all, just tell me about the experience for people as they drive into the historic Stockyards and right up to Hotel Drover.
It's an amazing experience, right? So you just come down Exchange and it's that original brick. The buildings are over 100 years old, so that historical relevance has stayed true. And as you drive down and transition to Mule Alley, which was once horse barns and mule barns, you see our signature flagship piece, Hotel Drover.
How exciting for you all for it now to be complete and open just for the last couple of months. As people walk into the hotel, the first thing they see is this really tough-looking cowboy in the form of a metal sculpture. Tell me about that.
Yes, that's our mixed metal media drover, and he is life-size. So it's an amazing photo opportunity for people, and it's a great welcome right when you hit the pavement.
Continuing our tour into the main lobby area, it feels like you're in a beautiful living room, but it's the main kind of meeting space of the hotel.
And that was absolutely how it was supposed to be. So it was designed to feel like a fancy ranch, right? That you were going to grandma and grandpa's on the weekend and you look outside over the backyard, and having these communal spaces where things are eclectic but all come together was exactly how we wanted it to feel.
And a beautiful library in there.
Yes, with all Texas-inspired books written by Texans about Texas. And then you transition to our Lucchese store, which is the only one that provides certain skins and designs for cowboy boots.
No matter where I walked, I was greeted by a beautiful piece of art on the wall or freestanding.
Absolutely, and you'll see that throughout the entire property from inside to outside. So not only do you have our life-size drover, and then you have the bronze statue that was hand done for Hotel Drover. We also have our neon cowboy outside, and he's more live action. You will see him, doing his whip at night.
Coming out to the back area is my personal favorite, and it's called the backyard,
yes,
which is a perfect spot.
The backyard space is amazing. This is just one corner of that, but as you transition around the property on these beautiful pathways, you'll see Marine Creek, which is where we sit on the back side of Exchange and the Stockyard stations. You'll have fire pits, we have artwork, we have an acoustic stage for live music, and then that transitions all the way to the back of the lobby area with your pool and your veranda bar.
I didn't realize there was so much green space so close to the Stockyards.
Yes, and I think most people are pleasantly surprised when they come in and see that there's an oasis actually behind Hotel Drover.
We had to remind ourselves that we are in the historic Stockyards.
Absolutely, and that's so common to hear, especially if you're doing a morning jog. We have two beautiful walkways that were made when we started this project. So some that go to Billy Bob's, so you think honky tonk on a Saturday night, or you're doing a morning jog, and it's well lit and it goes along the creek bed. It's beautiful.
Hi, my name is Grant Morgan. I'm the executive chef at Hotel Drover in 97 West here in the Stockyards at Fort Worth. We've got a couple of our signature dishes that we're going to kind of review today and show you how we build them and how they're made and let you guys taste them all. We're going to prepare an antelope dish. It is Broken Arrow Ranch antelope, so a South Texas ranch. And one of the sides that go with it is our goat cheese grits. And then we mix in there some tasso ham and some local goat cheese. And then we've already mixed in some fresh herbs. So we have cilantro, we have rosemary, we have thyme. And that goes down as the base.
What do you love about the flavor of antelope?
It has such a unique, rich flavor to it. It's a really great source of protein with it being a less fatty meat. You get really such a great flavor from there. And then we've got our berry marmalade. So it's mixed berries, juniper berries, blueberries, and we reduce it down and cook it until it becomes a marmalade and gets nice and thick and rich and flavorful.
It's awesome. It balances it out well.
I feel like I've been spoiled for my first antelope eating experience. I love it. I eat it all the time. Those grits, where have those been?
my whole life.
I feel like this got a little Fort Worth twist on it.
All of our steaks are cooked on this. We represent Texas cuisine, that's our first and foremost, but there's a lot of influences in Texas cuisine. You know, we have a chicken fried steak. Our chicken fried steak is made with New York strip.
All right, what is this?
Okay, so we have chicken fried oysters. They're tossed in a red chili butter, and then we serve them in the oyster shell on a bed of rock salt. And then it gets topped with pickled mangoes and Fresnos.
Bottoms up, oysters.
It's not your typical spice, and the spice just wraps around your whole tongue, and it's delicious. But there's also a little bit of sweetness at the end.
This is a good spice. And the mango, like a little tang with the sweet.
I bet for non-oyster eaters, this would be a perfect first oyster experience, because you would never think it's an oyster, but it's just like a nice warm gooiness in the middle of all that tasty crunch on the outside.
The red fish, we baste it with a adobo chili butter sauce. It's gonna cook on the skin side just to give it a really nice crisp skin to it. And that's it. Roasted redfish with white bean ragu and arugula.
So I love the perfect crispy crust that's along the top of the fish.
From cooking it skin down, that's delicious.
It's really good. Everything's good and very different from anything we've had so far.
What are the opportunities if I wanted to host an event here on the property?
So that's pretty expansive. We have over 12,000 square feet of space just at Hotel Drover, with overflow to some of our ancillary space in the Stockyards station. But we have great views of back of Mule Alley and Marine Creek on our second level event space, seating upwards of 200. And then of course, our flagship, the barn, with amazing historical relevance, reclaimed wood beams that are 150 years old, all Texas native stone that was hand laid to be authentic and true to the pioneering West.
Let's talk about the rooms. Just the pathway to the room is a fun experience.
And the elevators that take you there, right? It's reclaimed wood, and then there's these inlays of natural rope, which is just so beautiful, and then these limited edition prints of cowboys. That's just the ride up, right? And then when you get on the landing, you have all this amazing artwork as you transition. And some of it is pop art, some of it is three-dimensional artwork, and that's before you even get to your guest room.
The rooms are so comfortable and they're beautiful.
They are beautiful. We have 3 different versions of our standard room, so the Texana, the Republic, and the Frontier. The colors change a little bit uniquely in each room, so you could stay here 3 times and have a completely different experience.
Oh wow, we have a view of the pool. And I could come here and never have to drive.
Absolutely, and we'll valet it for you, so it's even better. Let us take care of you, and then you don't have to get back in your car till Sunday because of all the unique dining options, not just in Hotel Drover, but in the district itself. Entertainment for family-friendly during the day, and then of course amazing honky-tonks and live music at night.
Tiffany, thank you again to you and your team for hosting the Texas Today team. We have loved our experience here.
Thank you so much, it was our pleasure.
And to plan your trip, just go online, hoteldrover.com.